Well, hello guys, and welcome to another video of Carl Reacts. And today we're reacting to a very interesting video. I've never seen this. I know the song. I heard the song 1,000 times. There was a period when I used to listen to Lamb of God on a daily basis. I was young back then. A full last year, no. And so I didn't know there was a drum cam to this. I don't know if there's any other drum cams to Chris Adler, but Chris Adler's not in Lamb of God anymore. Why, I have no idea. I can understand because the band actually became very successful in the more like smaller, intimate metal. I mean, they were successful, but not like on a level of Metallica or like Slipknot, for example. Really big in the States, also big overseas, but not as big as those other two bands that I mentioned. So he's not in the band anymore. He's always had an interesting playing style and an interesting setup for sure, which are a couple of things which I'll never understand, but we'll get more into that as the video goes on. Before we start with the video, I just want to remind you to check out the links in the description to help support this channel and help this channel grow, and just leave a like. It doesn't cost anything. It's free. All you do other than is just click and you leave a like. It's completely free. Doesn't cost anything. It helps the economy. It helps, I don't know, climate change. Probably not. I don't want to hear you activists leave a comment in my video down here, because it's a joke. It's a joke. Okay, you can joke once in a while, laugh a little bit. So anyways, let's get into the video because I'm curious to see this performance. Is this all drum cam? Yeah, it looks like it's all drum cam. Good. So the song we're looking at today is the drum cam of Walk With Me in Hell. For whoever knows the song, they know exactly what the song is, and let's just start the video and get into it.
Are you guys ready?
Actually, is that in the song? Okay, we're going to stop right here because there's just a couple of things I want to point out. First of all, he uses a 13-inch snare. So 13, actually no, I think it's a 12-inch snare. 13-inch snare is not that uncommon. 14-inch snare is the normal size. I think he uses a 12-inch snare. You know what? This really sucks. Every time I do this, let's see. Chris Adler snare size. What does Google say? 12 inch Mapix Warbird, 12 times 5.5. So 12 inch is really out of the ordinary. The only reason why I could imagine a drummer using it is because, other than it's faster to play like rolls on and stuff like that, because it's a smaller area, a smaller surface area. Being higher pitched, it cuts through the mix much more than a 13 or a 14 inch. But still, you could take a 13-inch, you could tune it much higher, and you could still cut through the mix. Either way, it's a very unusual snare size, 12-inch. Also, we're noticing that he has his hi-hat first, and then the ride afterwards. This may be because usually it's always the other way around, where you have first the ride and the snare, and then the secondary hi-hat is on the opposite side. Probably the way that this is set up is probably because of arm length. So he's probably not so comfortable having the ride that close because he may have longer arms. So he put the ride a little bit further out. Another thing I'm noticing is his pedals. He has been using for years Access pedals, but I'm looking at his pedals and they don't look like they're Access. They are direct drive. He always uses direct drive, but they don't look like they're Access pedals. And if you notice, his foot is all the way up on the pedal. So that gives him more control for like patterns. But when it comes to playing like a longer double bass pattern, like just a straightforward double bass pattern, it's very difficult with having your foot that far up. It's not impossible, but it's very difficult because your foot has to move more. Whereas if you move it down lower, it has to actually move less, and then you can sort of find a like an equilibrium between the two movements. So I noticed something. There were already a couple of times, I think 2 or 3 times, that he hit this right here. If you see that there, that's an electronic drum pad, which it probably has it's called a drop bass. It goes like boom. And I know that Lamb of God have this sound in their music, and that's how it's recreated live. Many drummers do this. Many drummers have that because I think it was modeled after an 808 sample with a little bit more of reverb. I don't remember, but it's literally called, the sample is called it's a drop bass. So it's like it drops. It's a bass sound that drops like boom, like you would hear in a Transformers movie trailer or something like that. What else I'm noticing is that his movements he's very relaxed when he's playing. So I thought that maybe some cymbals like the small china that he's hitting right now was a little bit too far away. But you can obviously see his arms are much longer, so it doesn't even look like he's stretching out too much. Like he's playing really comfortable. Like it's really comfortable, not overreaching or not anything out of the ordinary. And yeah, it's really, really solid. Yeah, one thing you didn't notice, you noticed that whenever he was playing those fast double bass parts, he started with his foot all the way at the top of the pedal, and you could notice the subsequent movements afterwards were slightly lower. So because when you play, a double bass pattern, your foot automatically tends to go a little bit lower to try and find that pivot point to try and play faster. So that's completely normal and not out of the ordinary at all. All drummers do it. Either way, amazing performance. His drums sound awesome. At first, I thought that the cymbals on at least on this side were far too far away, but his arms are very long, so it really it matches. I've seen some drummers, I still can't explain it to this day, that mount cymbals so far away that they have to like lean forward to get to it. I'll never understand that. Like Mike Mangini, for example, he has cymbals that are so high he has to almost get up and hit them. I don't understand how that's even comfortable. I can't imagine that's comfortable. Either way, really solid playing. I like Mike Adler. I don't know why he's not in the band anymore. I never really looked into it more than that. But the new guy in the band, actually, his technique is is very similar. So he fits the band really good. I'll be honest with you. I listened to the last album and I didn't even know Mike Adler wasn't in the band anymore. That's how similar it sounds. So I think that the replacement is really good. Mike Adler actually does have a pretty signature sound, and yeah, I think that the new guy actually is very well. He fits in very well into the context of the music of that the band are playing now. I don't know if they're recording a new album or not. I think the last album was 2019. Was it Sturm and Drang or something like that? Was it 2018? I don't remember. But yeah, anyways, great video, guys. As always, links in the description. Leave a like. Thanks for watching. Share the love. Thank you for all the feedback and the comments and everything. I really appreciate all of it. I read all the comments. I try to answer what I can, what I can't. Either way, thank you very much, and I'll see you guys in the next video.